Welcome back. Are you excited? This is block number 7. It's the last block we're making. I'm pretty excited. Not only because this is the last block we're making, but because I love this block. This granny tile block. Let me bring it in here so you can take a look at it in the original sample. That little fuzzy out of there. It's almost a traditional granny, but we put these extra stripes, these extra blips of color between the stripes of the granny square that just, it kind of reminds me of like Moroccan tiles or Mexican tiles. It's so colorful. So that's why we call this one the granny square tile. And we only have to make one of these. This square is the square that ties the whole blanket together. This square has all 5 of your colors in it and brings everything together. And when you're done with this one, we can start to assemble the blanket. But first, we have to get to making this one. So let's get to that. I have the pattern here. Again, we have both the written instructions and the chart. So work from whichever set of instructions work best for you, the written instructions or the chart. And you're going to need all 5 colors. And let's get into it. We're going to start with, dun, da, da, da. What are we starting with, Happy? The magic ring. That is correct, because we're using the magic ring on almost every square in this blanket. You do your magic ring, and then we are going to chain 3. I already chained 1 while I was chatting with you and Happy over there. There's 3. And now I'm going to do 2 double crochets into that ring. 1, 2. I'm going to chain 2. I'm going to do 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. 3 more double crochets. 2. Oh, split the yarn there. 3. Chain 2. 3 more double crochets. 2 and 3. Then I'm going to chain 2. Oh, that's unfortunate. You see that funky bit there? So what I'm going to do is, well, actually, let's see if, sometimes you get lucky. It's just random fiber that ended up stuck in my yarn that I could take out. So if I had gotten to that point and I couldn't fix that part of my yarn, I probably just would have cut there and redone this, but thankfully I didn't have to do that. So from here I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to close my magic ring. Again, if you need help, we have a stitch support video on magic ring. I'm going to close that up, nice tight center, and then I am going to slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 that we started with. And that's it for round 1. I'm going to cut my yarn and I'm going to fasten off. Pretty standard granny square looking little square. Gosh, that's cute. And now I'm going to go to color A, or whichever color you're using as the color in between on this one. For me, it's going to be my ivory color. And I'm going to start in one of the corners. Now, just like with other squares, I don't want to start in the same corner where I finished last time, because I don't want to bunch all of the ends that I have to weave in later into the same corner. So I'm going to go to a different corner. It doesn't matter which one. I'm just going to go to a different corner. I'm going to reach into that chain space, grab a loop of my yarn and bring it up. And then I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to chain with both the tail and the working yarn, because that helps to lock that tail in place. I'll drop that tail. So I've done my chain 1, and then I'm going to do a single crochet, same space, I'm going to chain 3, and I'm going to do another single crochet in that same spot. So you can see that? Single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. Now I'm going to chain 3. This will bridge me across these double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to do the same thing over in this corner. Single crochet, chain 3, and then another single crochet. Then I'm going to chain 3, over to the next corner, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3 to get me across to the next corner, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the same spot, single crochet, or chain 3 more to get back to where we started. And then we are going to join with a slip stitch to the top of the very first single crochet that we made. And then we're going to cut the yarn and fasten off. So there's going to be a lot of tails to weave in for this one. So you want to make sure that you're changing spots every time you change colors, because you don't want to, we're going to change colors like 10 times in this square, and you don't want to have 20 ends to weave on one side. So you want to keep sort of moving your way around so that you have lots of options for where you're weaving in those ends. All right, now I'm going to go on to the next color. We're on round 3. I finished here, so I'm going to go back to this corner and start in this corner. I'm going to grab my new color and bring up a loop. Oh, and I caught the tail. That happens, it's all right. Start again. And I'm going to chain 3. First chain with the tail and the working yarn. Then I can split those and drop the tail. And then chain 2 more. That chain 3 counts as a double crochet. I'm just making sure it's sat on there nice and firm. Then I'm going to do 2 double crochets. Same spot. Then I'm going to chain 3. And then do 3 more double crochets in that same corner space. Pull myself a little extra yarn. Now I'm going to chain just 1. And then I'm going to do 3 double crochets into that chain space that we made in that last round. There's 1. 2, 3. Chain 1. Now I'm off to the next corner. That's 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 more double crochets to make that corner. And then you'll just continue that way around the square in this round and meet me back where we join it up and finish off this round. So I'm here at the end of round 3. I just did the last group of 3 double crochets. I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to slip stitch to the top of that chain 3 that we started with. And that's the end of round 3. I'm going to cut my yarn over and pull through to fasten off. Gosh, that's so cute. So nice. I love those little pops of color in there. So now we're going to go back to the ivory, or whatever your color A is, for round 4. We're going to join to any corner space. This is where we just finished, so I'm going to go over to this one. I'm going to join that in. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to use my tail and my working yarn so it locks that tail in place. Then I'm going to single crochet. Make sure I'm not working with my tail. Don't do that. Chain 3. And then another single crochet in that same corner space. Then we're going to chain 3 across to the next chain 1 space. Put a single crochet in there. Chain 3. to the next chain 1 space, drop a single crochet in there, chain 3 to the next corner, where we'll do the single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. Continue your way around the square on round 4 and meet me at the end where we will join it together. All right, so here I am back around where we began round 4. I'm just going to do a slip stitch to the top of that first single crochet. Sometimes they're a little stubborn and you got to wiggle your way through. That's all right. And then we are done with round 4. We cut the yarn. We fasten off. We get that yarn out of the way, and then we grab our next color. We ended in this corner, so I'm going to go back. You could go forward. You go to the opposite side, whatever. You're going to start in the corner. Grab your new color. Chain 1. Tail and the working yarn. Lock that tail in place. So a total of chain 2, so I'm going to chain 2 more. Sorry, total of chain 3, so I chained 2 more. 2 double crochets, chain 3, 3 more double crochets, all in that same spot to make the corner. 2. Oh, I love this orange. I am a sucker for orange, a good orange. Chain 1, 3 double crochets into that chain 3 space that we made in round 4. That stitch just does not want to be, so we'll just take it out and start again. There we go. That's better. Chain 1, 3 double crochets into the next chain 3 space. Pull myself some more yarn. Chain 1, 3 more doubles into the next chain 3 space. Chain 1, and now we're at the next corner. So 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, all in that same corner space. 3, 3 more. You can see how this is all coming together now with those rounds in between with that border color. Most of it disappears and you just get these little pops in between. They're like, so I call this a granny square tile because these remind me, if you've ever laid tile, these remind me of the little spacers that you put in between the tiles before you put the grout in. That's what they remind me of. So you're going to continue with round 5. You're going to do round 6 with color A again. Round 7's another stripe. Round 8, and then round 9. We're going to keep going. I'm going to come back and show you how we put the outer border on this square. All right, here I am at the end of round 8. I'm going to slip stitch to that very first single crochet to join it. Oh, so nice. So one of the things with this square is all of these tails back here. It's kind of a jellyfish. But the good news is you only have to make one of these. So this square has more tails than any of the other squares that you've done, maybe with the exception of square number 2, Bobble City. But you're only going to have to weave all those ends in once. So we have one more round to do on here to finish this one off. I just wanted to walk through the beginning of that with you. We're not going to fasten off at the end of round 8. We're going to stay with the same color for round 9. We're going to chain 1, single crochet in that same spot, same stitch. Then we're going to do 5 single crochets into the chain 3 that made up that corner. 2, 3, wait, I think I got my count off. 1, 2, 3, 4, so I need one more. That's that corner chain 3 space. Then I've got a single crochet here. It gets a matching single crochet. Then I have a chain 3 space. So we're going to do 3 single crochets into that space, anchoring around that chain. Single crochet into this single crochet here. And you just continue this way all the way around. 3 single crochets in every chain 3 space. A single crochet in every single crochet that you come to. And in those chain 3 corner spots, you're going to do 5 single crochets. And then when you come back around to the beginning, you'll do a slip stitch to that very first single crochet, fasten off, and you are done making squares. If you've made 4 squares every month up until this point. If you haven't, you have a little bit of work to catch up with us for next month. Weave in your ends. I really recommend weaving in your ends on your blocks before we get to weaving, before we get to joining everything together next month. So just this one block this month. So that leaves you lots of time to go back, weave in ends on your previous blocks, make previous blocks that you haven't made yet, block them. You should be blocking them out to 7 inches square. And then next month, we are going to start to put this baby together. I hope to see you then. We've got all kinds of fun things to do in the last 2 episodes of our Block in the Month blanket. I'll see you next month. Happy crocheting!